Burns has not appeared and hasn't done anything on the case, so there'll be a warrant for failure to appear today. Kanai Burnside, or?
Yes, sir.
Here. All right, 25-358. Okay, you've got fines and court costs to pay. I don't see anything's been done on it. Are you paying something on your fines and court costs today?
Yes, sir. I paid some today.
How much are you paying?
I got like 20 in my pocket.
Okay. I'll set your next review for August the 14th at 9 o'clock. Go see the clerk and make your payment.
Yes, sir.
It's to the right as you leave the courtroom. Autumn Clark, 25-707, 25-210, and 212. Autumn Clark. Has not appeared today, has done very little on the case, so there'll be a bench warrant for failure to appear. Christopher Conwell, Jr. is here. 25-54, 25-597. Are you still going to PATH?
Yes, sir. I have an appointment today. I haven't seen him in the last couple of weeks. I have an appointment with my what was it?
PATH.
Practitioner.
Yeah.
It was about my medication.
Jeremy West, is that who you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You still have a couple days community service to do. He has done some recently, it looks like, sometime.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you pay anything on your fines today?
No, I'm paying 40.
You paid 40 on June 29th.
I'm paying 40 today as well.
Okay, good. Okay, continue with PATH and give me a report next time to bring in.
I called him this morning. I think he's still asleep.
Okay. August 14th, your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go see the clerk to make your payment. Sean Crabtree.
Yes, sir.
24-228. Okay, you've done about half your community service and you made a payment recently.
Yeah, I'm making a $50 payment today too.
Okay, put you down for that. Give you more time since yours is a more recent case. Mondays or Fridays, does it matter what
Yeah,
day?
either one.
July 31st, that's a Monday. July 31st will be your next hearing at 9 o'clock. Go see the clerk.
Thank you.
Reese Frazier, 2558.
Yes, sir.
Got a report from the counseling center. No, that's not good. Your last screen was not good.
Yeah, we had a meet with, an admin revision there and, pick up, where we left off. I was getting in a dark place. They're supposed to be specialists to get my PTSD meds together and, hopefully continue on a better path I've been on.
Okay.
Your Honor, he did have a hiccup there and was starting to go down the wrong direction. And they did a treatment team meeting with him and discovered that he was having a lot of recurrence of PTSD symptoms that we had not been aware of. So they have gotten him in with mental health and they're working to get that sorted out.
All right. Okay, let's work on that. I'm going to see you on August 17th. That's a Monday. August 17th, 9 o'clock. All right. Keep working.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Chase Holgren, 25772. Is that Focus? He's compliant. Meaningful progress, it says. That there is things you're still working on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You made a payment recently.
Yes, sir.
Toward your funds. Okay. All in all, I'd say it's good progress. Mondays or Fridays, does it matter?
Monday. if you don't
Monday's
mind.
better. July 31st.
Yes, sir.
July 31st, last day of the month, will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock. Keep working.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jonathan Harr, Sean Allen Miller, Jason Morrow, Roger Pritchard, Donovan Riley, Jared Romans.
Jonathan Harr is 16926. Jonathan Harr. Shawnee. Got a report. Fully compliant. Okay, it's a good report. Still have community service and funds and costs to work on too. We'll get to that. I'm going to set you for August 21st. So it'll be your next hearing. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sean Miller. 24, 23, 65, 24, 739. Is that hometown? Just getting started, really. Well, you started a year ago.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm looking at August 1st, but that was August 1st of 25. Got a job. Looks like you're getting ready to complete.
Yeah, today, Your Honor.
Okay. So the counseling part of this is going to be completed as of today, and you've got just fines to pay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have anything you can pay today?
I'm gonna pay $50 today.
Okay. See the clerk to make your payment. We'll work on getting the other taken care of. You can also do extra community service for your fine if you wish.
Yes, sir.
August 21st will be your next hearing. 9 o'clock. Okay, good job.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Counseling is completed. Jason Miller. I'm sorry, Jason Morrow, not Miller, Jason Allen Morrow, 25-330.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Okay, that's a good report. That's good. You have to pay on fines too. Do you have a payment on that?
I'm paying 25 this morning.
25?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you working?
No, sir. Fighting disability.
All right. I'll set you for August 24th, that's a Monday, August 24th, 9 o'clock. Go see the clerk to make your payment on your fines.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Roger Pritchard, 2617. Roger Pritchard, let's see, got a report from Counseling Center and UFR. So he went to Foundations on June 29 and left. So it looks like he actually went to UFR first, then went to Foundations, they left Foundations.
That's right.
So there'll be a bench warrant, he's not here today, so there'll be a bench warrant issued for failure to appear.
Thank you.
Thank you for the reports. Donovan Riley, 25,785. He's not here, hasn't done anything on the case, so the bench warrant hasn't appeared, so it'll be a bench warrant for failure to appear. Jarrett Romans, 23,648.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, the only thing I think we're waiting on is your driver intervention program, is that right?
Yes, sir. Last time we spoke, I had let you know about my brain aneurysm. I'm letting him show you, we have the consultation lined up for the surgery. There's been a team of like 5 doctors working on this all together. I don't have all my paperwork with me, but I can bring it in this week, showing what all I have had to go through with this.
Okay. Well, are you just asking for more time?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor, just more
All right,
time.
How much time do you think you need?
I would say within the next 3 months, I should be able to have it completely completed, because my consultation is for the 27th of this month, and they said after we get it scheduled, it shouldn't take too long, because they did find out it is a, what's the word I'm looking for? Minimally invasive surgery. They won't have to go in through my skull. They will be able to go in through my wrist or through my groin.
Okay. I'll set your next hearing for September 25th at 9 o'clock. September 25th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Anna Schaefer, Siobhan Stallworth, Stacy Tackett, Justin Thomas, Carl Tilden II, Kiefer Wilson.
Anna Schaefer is 24,549 and 23,442, 443. And she's at Orange County Recovery. That's a good report. Now, since you're working on community service, I'm still showing some over here. You got
Okay.
community service here?
Yes,
Okay,
I've been doing it at the Ironton Courthouse and putting your name on the paper.
okay, well, we need to get that in.
I'll need proof of it, Your Honor.
Okay. At the Ironton Municipal, or where are you doing it? At the Common Police Court?
Yeah, Common Police Court.
Okay.
Just give me something in writing.
Okay.
All right, it's a good report. You still have community service to do, or get the proof in here that you've done it.
Okay.
You said you completed, correct?
Yes.
She said she's completed, so she just needs to get the proof to you all.
Yeah, they need to send the hours in
Okay.
to our court. August 24th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Seven Stallworth. 23,859.
I think that's the diploma. I thought it was the diploma.
It says SEYZO. Has not appeared to be a benchmark. Stacy Tackett, 22,475. Is that Bethesda? Okay, that's a good report. And you stayed, I took your ankle monitor off and you stayed. Good. Can you pay anything on your fine?
No, I am going to, I have an appointment with a heart doctor on Wednesday to get released to be able to go back to finish my community service.
Okay. And it looked like from the report, you're looking for a job now, right?
Yes.
Okay. All good. I'll set you for August 24th.
Okay.
August 24th at 9 a.m. See your next hearing.
Thank
Okay?
you. Thank you,
Good
Your Honor.
job. Justin Thomas, 25,1274. Fines are paid. We have a report. So I see you are a veteran.
That's correct, Your Honor.
There's services available also through veterans
I'm aware, Your Honor.
in that Spring Valley, and we have contact information if you want to try to get in touch with them. So I see you're doing it through Family Medical Center.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine if you want to continue there, or they have a really good program for veterans also, if you want to access that. Okay, you still got some community service to take care of.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's get that done.
Very well.
Good report. I'll set you for August 24th, 9 o'clock.
Roger that, Your Honor.
Carl Tooley. Is that hometown? Okay. Sounds like you're doing well. Your treatment. Community service is all done here. Just have fines to pay.
Yes, sir.
Can you pay anything?
Yeah, I'll try to pay like 20 today. I just got done paying all my reinstatement fees for my license off this week, so.
Okay. See the clerk to make your payment?
Do they take a debit card out there?
No.
Okay,
You can do it online and use a debit card.
okay.
Okay, August 24th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
All right, thank
See
you,
the
Joe.
clerk.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Kiefer Wilson is 25,462. We've got a report. Okay. It looks like the only thing you have left to do is the RRS treatment.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wilson no longer services with us, left us back in April.
Okay, well, that was part of your court order, was to complete treatment. So you're not finished till that gets done. What was the problem? Why did you leave?
I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. I needed to go to work if I could support my family.
Okay. Well, let's do a urine screen today and see where that leaves us.
Okay.
So go do a urine screen, and we'll come back and decide what we're gonna do. Okay. Go to probation and get the urine screen.
Ready for arraignments, Your Honor.
Okay, we're gonna start the arraignments now. Arraignments are for the new cases, and we have several new cases. So, when your name is called, come up to the table to your right, stand there. I'm going to go over the charges with you. You don't have to agree with the charges. You need to understand the charges. The prosecutor decides what charges are filed. I don't decide the charges. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything during the arraignment, but if you do make statements, everything's on the record. You get up and I have had people say, yeah, I did it. Well, that can be used against you later by the prosecutor. You have a right to have an attorney and to have one appointed if you can't afford one. What you tell an attorney in private is privileged. Can't be used against you, but what you say in open court is not privileged. It can be used against you later. You have a right to bail. You have a right to make the state of Ohio prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up all those rights I just explained if you enter guilty or no contest. You should not enter guilty or no contest unless you're sure that's what you want to do. Don't do it just to get things over. Not guilty is always the safest plea. You can change your plea to guilty or no contest later after you've talked to a lawyer if that's what you want to do. If you want a trial, if you want a lawyer, not guilty is the plea you need to enter. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Lively, case number TRC 261227.
Ma'am, are you Brittany Nicole Lively?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lively, it's alleged by the state that on July 12th at 4:25 a.m. Perry Township, you were operating a vehicle while you were under the influence of either alcohol, drugs, or some combination of those two things. That's the only charge I see filed against you. States are alleged you refused to take tests. The maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. The minimum penalty on a first offense is 3 days in a treatment program, they just changed it. The minimum fine now is $565 fine and a 1-year license suspension. Do you understand the charge and the possible penalties?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights you have as a defendant?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
I have called one already.
Okay. Have you engaged a lawyer? Or
I'm sorry.
have you hired a lawyer yet?
I called and left a voicemail, but it was this weekend, so I'm assuming I don't know if he's here or not, or if I need to call back to his office.
Who were you?
McCown.
He is here, actually. Let's get him in here.
I think he's outside right now.
Okay. Well, he is here, so you can talk to him if you wish. Let's see.
McCown.
I'm going to, let's see, well, let's get him in here and see what his schedule. This is Miss Lively. She says she wants to engage you, so we might as well go ahead and get your schedule.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See what works for you as far as a setting a pretrial. I'm setting pretrials August 7th or after.
Your Honor, with due respect, I'm unavailable for the entire month of August.
Okay, September?
So, anytime after Labor Day, so.
The 7th.
Yeah, so the 11th I could do.
All right, we'll set it, I'll go ahead and set it. And this was a refusal, so there's no test or anything to wait on. So September the 11th will be the next hearing, be a pretrial at 10 o'clock. She has a bond up, so the bond is continued. Did you get fingerprinted, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. o'clock. All right, not guilty plea is entered. You'll need to see Mr. McCown. Next hearing will be September 11th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jack McMillan, case number TRC 26-1225.
Sir, are you Jack C. McMillan?
Yes, sir.
Mr. McMillan, the state's alleging that on July the 10th at 3:29 p.m., Fayette Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or a combination of those things. It's alleged you've had a prior, but it's been a long time ago, so it's not within the look-back period. It would be considered a first offense for sentencing purposes. And on a first offense, the maximum is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, 3-year license suspension. The minimum now is 3 days in treatment, $565 fine, and a 1-year license suspension. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Charge and possible penalty? You are charged with another offense, and it's failure to control your vehicle. That's a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. So those are the two charges, OVI and failure to control. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
You have a job?
No, I'm 73. I draw Social Security.
Is Social Security your only income?
Yeah.
You have any other income besides that?
Uh,
No? Okay, I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. Not guilty plea is entered. This is a urine screen, so it's going to be a while before we get the results back. So maybe the 14th of September.
We'll take a quick look at my calendar. I have a jury trial on the 14th. I'm available the 21st, the 18th.
Let's do the 18th. September the 18th. The next hearing. Pre-trial at 10 o'clock. I don't see a bond posted. So he can sign a signature bond of $1,000, and he will have to go to the jail for fingerprinting.
Don't leave. One of us will bring you a copy of the
Mr. Cooper will bring you a form to take to the jail. You'll have to go down there and get fingerprinted
Okay.
before your next hearing.
Let's grab that.
September 18th at 10 o'clock is the next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Denia Bond, case number TRC 26-1229. Denia Joel Bond.
Okay. Denia Joel Bond was cited to be here today at 9 a.m. It's 10:05 now. So on an OBI from the State Highway Patrol, so the capias issued for her arrest to the OSP.
State of Ohio versus Javier Valdez, case number TRC 26-1230, A and B.
And on the bond person, we should do a license forfeiture also, since he's out of state. And sir, are you Javier Valdez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Valdez, it's alleged on July the 12th at 3:41 a.m. in Perry Township, you were operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs, and that you refused to take tests. It is alleged to be a first offense, and on a first offense, the maximum is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, 3-year license suspension. The minimum is 3 days in treatment, $565 fine, 1-year license suspension. You understand that charge and the possible penalties? And then you're also charged with driving outside your lane. That's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty is $150 fine. Do you understand the 2 charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to these charges?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you working?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I'm an EMT. I work for the ambulance.
Okay, are you paid by the hour? How do you get paid?
Hourly.
How much per hour?
I believe it's 15.
15?
Yep.
Okay. How many hours a week do you work?
50. 50 hours a week.
50, so you get some overtime?
Yes.
Do you have children?
No, Your Honor.
You're a single person?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, you're not going to, if you make more than $29,920, which I think you do, you're not going to qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You'll have to hire your own lawyer. So,
Yes, sir.
I'll give you some time to do that. Are you local now? Because I had...
No, no, Your Honor. I'm just a contract.
Okay. Because I had a California address for you, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you staying here locally though, or are you going back to California?
I'm staying at the Delta Hotel in Ashland.
Wow, you're here working then, or, okay. Well, how much time do you need to, let me tell you when I'm setting cases anyway, so maybe enough time. I would be setting cases August 7th or after. So is that enough, August 7th enough time for you to get a lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll set your next hearing for August the 7th for a pretrial at 10 o'clock. I'm going to put down you will hire a lawyer. I'll give you a signature bond of $1,000. You will have to go to the Lawrence County Jail, which is in Ironton, right across the street from the main courthouse. You got to go to the jail and get fingerprinted. And the bailiff will bring you a form to take to the jail to get fingerprinted. I'm entering an occupancy for you.
That'll be at 10 a.m. Don't put it up in your copy of the lobby.
There is since the state's alleged you refuse to take tests, there's an automatic license suspension that went into effect. So you're aware of that. Any questions, sir? Okay. August 7th, 10 a.m. is your next hearing. You're pretty good.
State of Ohio versus Zachary Taylor County, case number TRC 261228.
Suppression motion based on the length of the, anything else in there is based on that. Between the stop
And sir, are you Zachary Taylor Michael Browning?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Browning, state's alleged on July 12th at 2:06 a.m. Perry Township that you were operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, that you took a breath test and tested 19 on the breath test. State's alleged this would be your first conviction if you got convicted. On a first offense, the maximum is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, 3-year license suspension. The minimum penalty is 3 days in treatment, $375 fine, 6-month license suspension. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Charge against you? You're also charged with driving 73 in a 55 zone. That's not jailable. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. So those are the 2 charges, speeding and ODI. You understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
You understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
No contest.
No contest. Well, I didn't explain something to you, so this is really important. Your test score of 19 is considered a high test score. I didn't tell you about that. If you test 17 or higher on a breath test, even on a first offense, then there's mandatory jail time. Any test score above 1.7 is considered a high test, and then the minimum is actually 3 days. You have to do the 3-day treatment program and 3 days in jail if you test 17 or higher. So I didn't explain that to you. So I'll let you withdraw your not guilty plea. Or your guilty plea. Do you still, what plea do you want to enter once you understand there is mandatory jail on a test score of 19? How do you want to plead?
No contest.
Okay, so no contest means I don't want to fight this charge. I'm not admitting that I was guilty, but I'm not denying it either. And Judge, if you think what the state says it has as evidence is enough for a conviction, I agree you can find me guilty without a trial and without a lawyer. That's what no contest plea means. Is that what you want to do? Okay. All right, I'm going to read the officer's statement into the record. And if you want to make a statement, you can. You don't have to. The officer, who was a state highway patrol officer, Trooper Sparks, says on July 12th, 2:06 a.m., I was stationary patrol US 52 near County Road 1. Trooper Sullivan advised me of a black sedan traveling west whose speed was checked at 80 miles an hour. The vehicle shortly came into my view and I observed it moving faster than the posted speed limit. Turned on my radar and checked it at 73 consistently with no change in speed. I made a traffic stop near Township Road 268. When I approached the vehicle, I could smell a strong odor of alcohol coming from inside the vehicle. I saw the driver had watery and bloodshot eyes. Also, there was an open container of alcohol in the cup holder. I explained to the driver, who was Zachary Taylor Michael Browning, the reason I pulled him over was for speed. Asked for his license. He did not have a physical copy of his license with him. Asked him where he was coming from. He said he was coming from Chesapeake, from his house. I asked who was drinking the course. He pointed at the passenger and advised it was hers. Asked him how much he had to drink that night. He said 2 or 3. Asked him how long ago, and he said when we went to a concert, Rock on the Range or Rock the Country, so we're coming back from that. I asked him his last drink was when he left, and he said it's been a few hours. I asked him, do you know how long a few hours ago is? He said about 4 or 5. Asked him to step out of the vehicle toward the front of the patrol car. Gave horizontal gaze and nystagmus and test, which is the eye test for alcohol. There were 6 clues for alcohol on that. On the walk and turn test, there were 4 clues, and on the one-leg stand test, there was 2 clues. Asked him to give a portable breath test, which he did, and that registered 23. He was placed under arrest for OVI. He was taken to the patrol post and gave a breath test there, and it tested 19. He was advised of his mandatory appearance in court. Okay, do you have any statement, explanation that you want to make? Are you employed, sir?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I work at Manova.
Okay. You did have proof of insurance. And you're old enough to know better, so you're what? 35?
34.
34, okay. Well, 2:06 a.m. on US 52, and you're driving 73 miles an hour after you've been to a concert drinking alcohol. That's not very smart, man.
No.
Because What's 52 known for? State police. And who are they looking for at 2:06 a.m.? People like you. So you're giving them what's called probable cause when you're going 73. Reason to pull you over and find out you've been drinking. Okay. You got to get smarter. You know, one, you shouldn't be drinking. If you are drinking, you should not be exceeding the speed limit at all. Okay, so what's your work schedule?
I work from 5 in the morning till 3 p.m.
Monday through Friday?
Monday through Saturday.
I'm sorry?
Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday. Well, we gotta get 3 days in jail, so when do you want to report for a 3-day jail sentence? Within the next couple of weeks?
Soon.
But you want to, I assume you want to be in there over Sunday, because that's the day that they're off, right?
Yeah.
You'll have to report on a Monday or Friday, so it'll have to be a Friday, right?
Friday.
The 24th, a week from this Friday?
That'll work.
Okay. So I'm going to have you report here at 11 a.m. You can actually come to court and go to jail from here. So be here at the court on the 24th at 11 a.m. to start your 3-day jail sentence. So I'll give you a 20-day jail sentence and I'll suspend 17 because the law requires with your test score you have to actually serve 3 days.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you, the way I work it is the more you test, the higher I make the fine. So with your test score, which is pretty high, I'm going to make it a $750 fine.
Okay.
Order you to pay the court costs, it's $125. You're going to get a 1-year license suspension. That's a new law just went in effect. It used to be 6 months, now it's a year, effective in March. The legislature changed the law on a first offense. It's mandatory 1-year license suspension. What I can do, though, you got 2 options on driving during that year. I can give you what's called limited driving privileges and make it just for work, community service, some other limited things. And you'll have a permit. If you get stopped, you got to prove you're driving for those reasons. Or I can give you unlimited driving privileges, but you got to put the blow and go device on your vehicle, and that costs some money. Not to the court, but there's a company. It's about $1,200 to have it installed, and then they're so much a month. So which one do you want to do?
Limited. Limited.
Limited. Okay, I'll give you the limited driving privileges, community service, your work. Any other emergency type things you need to drive for?
I'm a single father, so I got to go to the grocery store and stuff like that.
Okay, child care. We'll say child care. So the best thing to do is kind of like what you should have done the night you got stopped. Obey all the traffic laws. Because if you get pulled over, you're going to have a lot of explaining to do. Because it's going to show up that you're suspended. And then you're going to have this permit, and then you're going to have to explain why you're out. So just be a nerd and obey the law. Sometimes being a nerd's a good thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, on the speed, I'm going to give you a $100 fine, because that was pretty dumb. 73 at 2 o'clock in the morning after drinking is pretty dumb. Okay. Your review hearing is going to be on January the 19th. So that's kind of like a proof of what, that's how I make people responsible. You got to do it by January the 19th or come to court and explain to me why you didn't and ask for more time. If you don't show up, and we were here this morning, we did review hearings first, some people just blow it off. Well, guess what? They're going to have a warrant, and they said that, I had people 5 years, and then they suddenly get pulled over, and they don't get a speeding ticket. They're boom, they're going to jail because they got a warrant. So take care of it. If you take care of it before January 19th, you don't even have to show up for your hearing. It's a hearing to make sure you do what you're ordered to do. Just confirm with your probation officer you're finished. Then you don't have to show up. Okay, I think that's everything. You're going to meet your probation officers, John Major, his office is to the left. You go out in the lobby, make a 90-degree left turn. The counter that's on that side of the building is his counter. Go meet with him. He's going to give you some paperwork. You have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, you made a mistake, just don't make the same mistake, learn from it. A lot of people don't learn. Learn from your mistakes and go on and have a good life. Each time you get one of these, it gets worse, there's more, on a second offense, the penalties pile up and get higher, so don't have another one. Any questions of me?
No, sir.
Okay, go meet with Mr. Major, you're free to go after that.
Thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio versus David R. Pinkerman, case number CRA 26426. David R. Pinkerman.
David Pinkerman was released from the jail on a medical OR.
David Pinkerman.
He was taken by EMS to the hospital from the jail, and he hasn't appeared today, and it's a felony file possession of drugs. So I'll issue a warrant for his arrest.
State of Ohio recalls Kiefer Wilson, case number CRB 25416, A, B, and C.
Okay. With this test score, what I'm willing to do, I'll let you go outpatient. Will RS take him back as outpatient?
I will check on it real fast.
Okay. If that's going to be a problem, would you let me know and I'll get him in someplace else? But okay, you got to finish, and I'll let you do it outpatient. Since you semi-clean screen, I will call it. So.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and set it. What's your best day for work?
They'll fly me home anytime I need to.
Okay. The 24th. And, all right, Jeremy, if there's a problem, let the bailiff know. We'll recall it and get him set with somebody else. Okay. August 24th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio recalls Autumn Clark, case number TRC 25707, A, B, and C.
This was set for review today. Ms. Clark is here. You haven't paid $100 back in December. That's about all you've done. Are you going to treatment?
No, I completed.
Where'd you complete?
Land negotiation.
Okay, I don't have a report from them. I need a report saying you complete. Well, I do have one, December 19th. It says you completed level 2.5. Did you go any after that, or is that, I'm not sure if that means you're totally completed.
No, I did not.
April of 2025 when this happened. Okay, well, let's do, since I don't have a report recent, let's do a urine screen today. See what that shows. Go do a urine screen.
Commissioner, that's all the arrangements we have to do right now, so we're ready to start some pre-trials.
Starting pre-trials.
State of Ohio versus Levi Short retrial. Case number CRB 26-161, CRB 26-324.
It's Mr. Haslam's case, pre-trial.
Correct, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is actually two combined cases. I think we only set the first one on the docket for today. My understanding is discussions with the state as we talk about global resolution of both cases, that Mr. Heald wants a continuance of today's case, which we would agree to allow that one to work out, and then case 2 would hopefully be resolved as well.
Okay, I actually have two files. I've got 26-161 and 26-324. Is that both of them?
That's both, Your Honor, but only one made it on the docket for today.
Okay, well, I have them both here. Probably, it actually should have been on the docket, and they just didn't get printed. Okay, so when do you want these continued to?
Well, Your Honor, understanding the court's not available until August, like Mr. McCown, I'm also out the entirety of August, so it would have to be September at this point.
Okay, pretty wide open in September. What's good for you?
Checking right now, Your Honor. I can do September 11th, Your Honor, otherwise it'll have to be the 21st.
11th's good. September 11th will be the next hearing. Pre-trial. I understand there's a time waiver till then.
Correct, Your Honor.
September 11th, 10 o'clock.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Donald L. Hazlett, case number CRB 26-28.
Mr. McCown's case set for pre-trial.
Can we approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Busy. Not to contest the protection order.
What's that?
I know. You're a zealous advocate. I'm just talking. September 11th.
Sir. All right, so my understanding is going to be a change.
That's correct, Your Honor. Your Honor, it's my understanding that in exchange for a plea of no contest with a stipulation of finding of guilt, the state would recommend a suspended jail sentence with an order to stay away from the alleged victim and a fine.
Is that correct, Mr. Hume?
Did you say 10 days suspended? And probation, but we're okay if it's non-reporting probation.
All right, Mr. Hazlett, do you agree with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
We have a right to make a statement. Do you have anything you want to say to the court before your sentence?
No, no, sir.
All right, I'll accept the no contest plea, make a finding of guilty. I'll impose a $150 fine. Order the cost be paid, 10 days in jail suspended. Level 5 probation for 2 years. review hearing on January 19th. At 9 a.m., he's to meet with Mr. Major in probation and he's free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Denville Sanson, case number TRC 26779.
Mr. McCown's case for pretrial.
Your Honor, the state today has provided me with a urine screen in the matter. At this point, based upon that, we were kind of at a standstill just waiting to see what had happened. So we're going to be requesting all discovery in this so that they can get us everything and we can chase down what we need to chase down.
Okay. Is there any time issues here?
We'll waive them, Your Honor.
And so you want to use that September date as the next hearing?
I could do the 27th of July since it's just going to be a pretrial to make sure we've gotten everything at that point.
Okay, July 27th. July 27th, pretrial at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Jordan Douglas Miller, case number TRC 26313.
Please, the court, Mr. Miller, I've spoken with Mr. Heald about his case. This is not a fact pattern. There's no allegation of alcohol. It's an allegation that he was under a prescriptive drug under the influence. There was less than a 60-second contact with the deputy before he then requested patrol assistance who took over half an hour to get there. So there are two potential avenues. Mr. Heald has requested that I file a bifurcated motion to suppress if the court will grant leave for that so that we don't get into the testing and urinalysis and everything else.
So the first issue is just going to be on
The stop and forcing him to wait for half an hour until somebody that has the same training as the deputy comes and does the field sobriety testing, as well as the scoring of the field sobriety testing as well. Also.
Do we need to pre-trial the motion, or we've already pre-tried it enough? We don't.
I've asked Mr. McCown to provide some case law that would substantiate that that's an issue. And
the time frame you're talking about?
Yes, Your Honor. And I have watched the video, and it was a substantial amount of time that they waited until the officer got there, and I don't know how that impacts the case, but Mr. McCown has convinced me that it does, or hasn't convinced me that it does, but convinced me that he believes that it does, and so I would want to give him a chance to provide that.
Well, Samuel,
I'll cite appropriate law.
When you file a motion, you'll file.
Yes, Your Honor.
Something with the case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Authority behind it. So when can that be filed?
If we could have that September 11th date,
if
that's okay with the court. I just don't know that I can get to it given my schedule within the next 2 weeks.
But, I mean, the state needs it needs to be filed, so.
Sure, I understand.
Look at it.
I understand that, Your Honor. It will be. Me being out will be surgery, recovery, so there'll be a period of time when I'm.
Okay, let's have it filed at least 2 weeks before the hearing date. So that's September the 11th. So that would be the 28th of August at the latest to file a motion with authority. Then evidentiary hearing on the 11th or pretrial? Pretrial motion at 10 o'clock. Okay, next hearing, September 11th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Sandra Curry, Sandra L. Curry, case number CRB 26389.
And Judge, just to make sure, it is okay to bifurcate that motion?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
thank
we're
you.
just gonna do the stop first, and then depending on how that turns out, then maybe into testing later.
And I made a note to that effect.
Sandra Curry, and is this your case, Mr. McKeon?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Diaz, Durham.
Set for a pretrial today.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I filed my notice of appearance last week. They have provided me today with video and some discovery. So if we could have this back maybe on the 27th of July, that would be agreeable for a pretrial.
If I may have this moment, Your
Sure.
Honor. May we approach her on that wall, like, you know, the program?
Yeah.
Your Honor.
And another pretrial for the 27th, Mr. Yule?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, July 27th will be the next pretrial at 10 a.m.
State of Ohio recalls Kiefer Wilson, case number CRB 25416, A, B, and C.
My understanding that RRS cannot see Mr. Wilson in outpatient.
Your Honor, I do work out of town. Do you know anywhere that does like telehealth? I can go take drug tests at like urgent care?
Focus, you do it? Okay, let's have you talk with Focus, and if it's not gonna work out, let the bailiff know. We'll have him back up. But as of now, I'll set his next hearing for August 24th at 9. Lady from Focus wishes to speak with you, so.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Autumn Park, case number CRC 25707, A, B, and C, CRA 25210.
Okay, you had a negative screen, so that's good. Can you pay anything on your fines today?
Yes, I can pay $50.
Okay. I'll set your next hearing for August 24th at 9 o'clock. See the clerk to make your payment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Amy Brewer, case number CRB 26358. Mr. Stein.
Mr. Steyer's case set for pretrial. Amy Brewer.
Your Honor, Ms. Brewer contacted me this morning. She stated that she was ill. She sounded ill. She stated she had a 103-degree temperature. I didn't wish to have her expose people at the courthouse to any sort of illness, and she was on her way to urgent care. I asked her to go ahead and get documentation from the urgent care, and that I would seek a continuance, and Mr. Hill does not object.
We could do the 27th, that's going to be in August.
The 27th, I have a jury trial, Your Honor, but I'll be here the 3rd of August.
How about the 7th?
I've got a jury trial. No, I don't have that jury trial. That went out, so.
August 7th is good?
August 7th is agreeable, Your Honor.
All right, defendant's request, case is continued to August 7th for a pretrial at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Austin Hollins, case number CRB 26340.
Mr. Steyer's case set for pretrial.
Mr. Hollins is undergoing some treatment, and he contacted me. Actually, several times. We've tried to make arrangements for a report. What's the agency?
Integrated Services.
Integrated Services to report to Mr. Major. I don't know if he's received that report or not. If not, our intention was to go ahead and continue the case briefly, and make further arrangements to get that report here. This is a situation where he was already in services at an agency, and it's not an agency that normally communicates with the court, so we're trying to figure out those logistics.
Integrated Services. It's in Gallipolis. It's Integrated Services.
Okay, I have no.
I talked to her Friday. She said she's just trying to figure out what fax number or who she's trying to send it to. He sent me the number and the stuff online to get to her. I proceeded to give it to her, and she told me Friday that she's been very busy throughout the week, that she hadn't had a chance to get to it, and I told her that I had court on Monday, that I needed it soon. So I haven't heard back from her. I tried to call her this morning when they opened up at 8 o'clock this morning, but I got no answer.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of waiting on her to send everything over fax.
So we want to stick with that date of the 7th, because you guys sound like you're not wanting to put things in.
Yeah, that works. August 7th will be the next hearing. Just try to get the report.
We do have a report.
Oh, we did get something. Sorry.
Mr. Major just pulled it from me.
Let's see what he thinks about it. Sure, I don't.
Okay, what's the state's position?
Well, it appears that he's actually seeking services from Integrated Services, and we're not opposed to that continuing. In fact, that's what we want. I guess I just wanted to see if the court felt that that was indicative enough of what is actually, what services he's taking part in. It's kind of formulaic.
Anger management is specifically mentioned, however, Your Honor.
Yeah.
So we're okay to continue it and make sure that he completes that. That was what we agreed to, that we would dismiss the charge if he would complete anger management. So, Mr.
I had
Stein,
to with cost also now, with cost, I don't think cost has been paid either.
No, but this is our first time back. I don't think we expect it to be, we're not at the 90-day mark yet, so.
Okay, that's true.
so what we would be agreeable to doing is holding out the case and having him bring back another report that hopefully would be a completion in the payment of court costs and no further problems. And then we would be agreeable to a dismissal later on.
And that, the case, now, like I said, we could maybe look into September and just go ahead and set it for the end of the 90 days.
Yeah.
Which,
September 14th or 18th?
the 14th I have a jury trial, the 18th I'm here.
September 18th.
So you got to pay your court costs. They'll dismiss the case. September. What day did we say you're on, 18th?
18th.
September 18th.
That's a Friday, September the 18th.
10 o'clock. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your
With your counseling, ask them to issue another report.
I got you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Christina Nicely, case number CRB 26299.
Mr. Stiers' case, pretrial.
Just a second.
What are we doing on this? This is the one. Let's do a 90 day. No. They didn't show the gantry trial. The person actually physically assaulted him and he wanted to drag this way. They want to serve. No, that's. You really, we'll just hit it for something to discuss.
Your Honor, I think we're going to need to, I'm going to need to file discovery on this matter, and we'll set, and then at that point determine whether we want to have a trial. I would ask to come back on the, back in September, August 7th, I think we were setting things.
Yes.
So if we could set this for August 7th, I'll file discovery and we'll have a determination at that time what we want to do from there.
August 7th, 10 o'clock will be the next hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to stick around? I'll come talk to you in a couple minutes. Otherwise, okay, so you stick around.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus George Stanley, case number CRB 26255, CRB 26254, CRA 26238.
Mr. Stiers' case for pretrial.
Your Honor, there's a felony charge here from April 21st, which is CRA 26238. Then there are there is also a misdemeanor charge. These are all related to the same, basically the same set of allegations, but just over different days. The state has indicated it intends to take the felony to the grand jury, and for that reason, we're willing to waive to the grand jury in exchange for a continuation of bond. The misdemeanor is technically on a separate date, but also is basically all wrapped up in the, I'm not sure if the state wants to nolly that to the grand jury or what.
What I want to do is I want to leave those here, the misdemeanors, and I believe that they can be indicted with the felony because the felony is a menacing by stalking, and those other charges are evidence of the pattern. And so it might be that they can be indicted along with the felony, but they might not. So I prefer to leave the misdemeanors pending, come back at a later date on those.
Dismiss it if they are indicted on.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so it's my understanding, so you're wanting to waive rather than have it knowledge to the grand jury?
We would like to waive, yeah, to preserve the bond as best we can.
That's 26,238, so you got a 50-50 chance of preserving the bond?
Correct.
Okay. So he'll need a waiver on that, 26,238?
And My understanding is the grand jury meets next week, so we can stick with that August 7th date, or we could go out to the end of August, depending on when you think you might get it presented.
Probably the end of August.
So assuming again that the grand jury meets on the week of the 20th, I'm here the 31st of August.
So write that date down.
So 26-238 is bound over to the grand jury. On a waiver.
Just a minute.
Do I need to make any note on this? It's clerk today. Okay. And then the misdemeanors, 26 to 54 and 55, are set for a pretrial on, you say 31st?
31st, Your Honor.
August 31st. Pretrial August 31st, 10 o'clock. May get knowledge then, depending on what happens with the grand jury.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ron. All right, so we watch you for indictments, you have to get shut down. Make sure you come to court. If I see it, I'll let you know, but I may not see it. So you do what you do.
State of Ohio versus Joseph Whitley, case number CRD 26-228.
Okay, this was Mr. Morford's case. He is now retired. I don't know if you were aware of that, Mr. Whitley.
I had not heard that, no.
Okay, he has retired. He's no longer practicing. So I'm going to have to appoint, is he appointed, he was appointed to represent you,
Yes, sir.
is that correct? So I'm going to have to appoint you another lawyer.
Is it August 21st or August 30th?
August 31st. I think he texted me. Yeah, I'm in a jury trial this morning. Let's have I'm going to appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. He's here. He just came in the back door. This was a Morford case, and he's not practicing, so this is Joseph Whitley. It's set for a pretrial. It's a misdemeanor case. Does the state have something they can state on the record what they're looking for, so Mr. Steyer will be aware of it?
Yes, Your Honor. This was a matter that we felt that Mr. Whitley could benefit by seeking some treatment. He's got some papers with him, so he may be doing that. This is a situation that we wanted him to get involved and make sure, so we could be assured that he was involved in mental health treatment, and we could look at a dismissal at a later date. So he's got a letter from Prestera and Valley Health indicating that he is involved in some counseling. So what we'd like to do is come back, have him bring some more.
Continuing that.
Yes, and if he could ask his providers to have some more detail involved in what he's doing, that would help us. And ultimately, we want to get the charges dismissed.
So what sort of a time frame are you looking at, Phil?
Yes.
Mid-August.
14th, I'm here.
Okay, August 14th.
Does Monday or Friday matter to you?
For pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
And what was your first name, sir?
Joseph.
Joseph, okay.
If you could wait, I'd like to speak to you about your case and your information.
Ohio versus James Drummond III, case number TRC 26982, A and D.
Mr. Drummond, do you have a lawyer representing you?
No, I wasn't able to get one. Everybody wants a lot up front.
Okay. So, do you wish to be considered for court-appointed lawyer, or you just want more time to hire a lawyer?
If I need to, some more time would be great.
You have we're not waiting on any test, because you did take a test, the state's alleging, the night of the incident, tested 13 on a breath test. I understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, how much time do you think you need?
I'm not too sure. Maybe a month and a half.
I'll set it for the 20, Mondays or Fridays, which is better for you?
Fridays would be great.
21st of August, that's a Friday.
Okay.
That's your next hearing. August 21st, pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
And Your Honor, we'd like to have you sign a time waiver.
You have a right to have the case brought to trial in a timely manner, but since you're the one asking for more time to get a lawyer, this time doesn't run against the state. Do you understand that?
Okay.
So you're going to sign a waiver of the time constraints to Mr. Gill. He's the prosecutor.
Okay.
Document for you. August 21st is your next hearing at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Jermaine Johnson, here at court, case number 25, A and B.
Okay, this is set for a pre-trial today, Mr. Johnson. And it's a non-jailable driving without a license. So you gonna try to get your license, or?
No, I got everything back reinstated.
Okay, you think you're valid now?
Yeah, I am valid.
Okay. You got some proof of that with you? It appears that he's got a Florida license. He's got something that says it's valid as of today. And what about the tags? That was
I
also.
paid it this morning. I went to the DMV and they told me I had to pay it online. So I just paid online while I was here. I got to take it back to the DMV and just show them that receipt.
That appears that was paid. How's the state going to proceed?
If everything's reinstated, it was just a no OL, right?
No operators and expired tax.
We're okay to nolly those, Your Honor.
All right. I'll nolly them on payment of court costs, so you'll need to see the clerk. I'll order the cost be paid, but no conviction and no fines. And you've already made a deposit on the court costs, looks like, so you'll need to see the clerk about that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're free to go. Go see the clerk.
State of Ohio versus Tasha Blevins here at the court, case number CRA 26208. Lawyers in this case, so Mr. Steyer.
All right, Mr. Steyer is standing in for Mr. Smith, who was standing in for Mr. Morford. This was Mr. Morford's case originally.
Your Honor, I didn't hear the case name that was called.
This is a case that was Mr. Smith's. Tasha Blevins, she's at Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
I took your report forward.
I've seen it.
Can you give me my sheet of the cases on this? There's two that we're going to go through. One of these, okay. Okay, it's a good report. And this is a CRA case number, so it is a felony. So we want to continue to monitor. Doesn't say she's completed it, I don't think.
Yes, Your Honor. I know that the last time we were here, there was some discussion about QRT, but I haven't heard anything since then.
Well, there was two that they wanted to take, but this is not one of them today, and maybe in the future, but they gave me two names. But this wasn't one of the two that they gave me today.
So what sort of a time frame would we like to come back on, Your Honor?
14th of August.
This is for Mr. Smith, so I don't actually have his calendar available to me, but I'm happy to tell him that day.
All right.
And if it's a problem, he can.
Yes, he can address it then. So we'll make it August 14th. Okay, good start. Good job. You're welcome.
Very good. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brianna Christian, case number CRA 26135. Also,
Now, this is one of the ones. QRT. All right, we got a report from Bethesda that was good, and QRT is requesting her case be acknowledged to them, so I'm assuming there's no objection from the state.
We don't object to that.
Be knowledge to the QRT team, what they set up for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Angela Pruitt, case number CRA 25623.
Here, I'm going to give a verbal report on Ms. Pruitt. She's completed residential treatment, and she's just doing maintenance and outpatient right now, and is compliant with all services.
Okay. And my notes were this was one we might finalize today. Mr. Morford has been the lawyer. If the state's willing to dismiss it, I don't think we need to appoint another lawyer at this point.
Well, yeah, we're in agreement with that.
All right, congratulations, Ms. Pruitt. You are completed. Your case is dismissed.
Thank you.
Dismiss both the misdemeanor and the felony.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
luck.
you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Melissa Sizemore here at the court, case number CRA 26404, CRB 26409. Mr. Stratton should be on Zoom, Your Honor.
Yes. Sizemore.
Yes, Your Honor.
A moment?
Yeah,
And now it's at
when I was
Southern
over.
Yes, she's at Southern Hope now.
how's
Just
that?
got back to us Friday. We've had no issues over the weekend. Today, I'm going to get her in with Kyle Gibson to start that process.
Okay. All sounds good. How are you feeling, Ms. Osborne?
I'm pretty good after I've been sober since I got arrested.
Okay. Mr. Stratton, let's see, as I recall, you're not back till, is it the 21st, 24th?
It'll be the 21st, Your Honor, so we'll be back until that Friday.
Okay. We set this one for then?
Yes, that's fine.
All right, I'm going to set your next hearing, ma'am, for August 21st.
Okay.
Yeah, August 21st?
What time?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're back before then, though, right?
Oh, yes, I'll be back the 21st of
July. Okay,
Yes.
let's go like the 14th of August. August 14th, so a month out rather than 6 weeks. So August 14th will be the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That'll work. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Stratton, are you okay with the time waiver?
Yes, we'll wait time.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Lisa McDowell, Lawrence County Jail, it's also Mr. Stratton's case. Case number PRC 261172, CRB 2536.
Yeah, this case we put on for today because you put her on a $1,500 cash surety bond, and we were going to see if she could bond it out, and apparently she has not.
Yeah.
Printer's not working.
All right, is there any bonds she thinks she could post?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
The problem that I have with letting her go on an OR bond is she has an older case that she didn't appear on, so that's the reason I had to felt like I had to set a bond, and she lives out of state.
Yeah, you can put it on the 24th, Your Honor, and we can try to resolve it that day. Or we can call it, and I'll try to resolve it today some way.
All right, I think she would like that. Let's recall it later, if you can talk with her at the jail off the record, and we'll recall it later.
Okay, I'll get off the record, and then I'll call her, and then I'll text Ron text Mr. James when to recall it, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And it is a urine screen, so there's going to be a while before we get that back.
Yes.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Baker of the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 26205.
Christopher Baker. And we're going to need Mr. Steyer on this because it was a Roger Smith case. This is Roger Smith's case. It is a felony that was set for a preliminary hearing May 1st. So as Mr. Baker did not appear at that hearing, so now he has a cash or surety bond, and it looks like he couldn't post bond. So it's set for a preliminary hearing today, and it's on a aggravated possession of drugs charge. F5.
Your Honor, the state has indicated that if Mr. Baker is willing to be evaluated for treatment and to go to treatment, that they would be willing to keep the case here and allow that to go forward. I assume it would be accompanied by an OR bond.
And an ankle monitor?
We didn't discuss that, Your Honor. I leave that to...
I think it's probably necessary, although we didn't discuss it.
Well, he failed to appear before.
Right.
I think we should have it.
So is that something you'd be willing to do, Mr. Baker?
Would that be outpatient? Could I be evaluated for outpatient?
The way it would work is you'll be evaluated, they'll tell you what you need, and the court will say if you agree to do that, you can get out of jail.
Absolutely.
So what my point I'm making is I can't tell you it'll be outpatient, I can't tell you it'll be inpatient, it'll be what the evaluation says you need.
And it'll be with an ankle monitor.
Absolutely, I accept that.
And do you have a medical pay source, a medical card or insurance?
I do what's in West Virginia.
So West Virginia medical card?
Yes, sir.
PPC? All right, I'm going to have someone call down to the jail. Mr. Wilson's going to call down, talk to you. We'll have you back out for discussion on how we're going to proceed after that assessment occurs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Davis Christian, Ohio County Jail, case number CRA 26429 A and C, TRC 261231 A and B. Claudette Gibson is on deck.
So this is for rank.
That was Stratton's benefit case. It was like Christopher back on the camera.
It's going to get ready.
All right, sir, are you David Floyd Christian?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Christian, I'm Judge Capper. This is what's called an arraignment hearing for you. Purpose of which is to tell you the charges, go over them with you, and set hearings, bond, that sort of thing. So, and you've got a few charges here. The most serious charges are felonies. 26429A is a possession of drugs charge. Before I go over that with you, let me go over your rights and make sure you understand your rights. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, what you're saying is on the record. Everything you say and I say is all being recorded. So if you admit something about your case, that can be used against you later. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state of Ohio prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've got a possession of dangerous drugs, felony 5 charge, that's 429A, and that alleges that it happened July 12th of this year in Union Township, that you knowingly were in possession of gabapentin, and that you've got a prior drug abuse conviction. So that makes it a felony 5, maximum penalty is a year in jail, $2,500 fine. 429B is also a possession of drugs charge. Same time and place, it's alleged that you were in possession of Suboxone without a prescription. That's a Schedule II substance. State's charge you with a felony 5 possession on that also. Maximum penalty is a year in jail, $2,500 fine. 429C alleges that you were also in possession of diazepam, which is a Schedule IV controlled substance. They charge you with a felony 5 on that too, same possible penalty. Then you've got a traffic charge, TRC 261231 A and B. The A case alleges that on July 12th at 9:33 p.m. Union Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or some combination of those things, and then you refused to take tests. So there is an allegation you've got some priors, but it looks like they're beyond the look-back period, 2003 and 1997.
Yes, sir.
So this would be considered a first offense under the statute. First offense carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. The minimum penalty now is 3 days in a treatment program, $565 fine, and a 1-year license suspension. You're also charged with having the wrong plates on the vehicle. That's called fictitious registration. It's a 4th degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charges against you?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
Do you have a job?
No, sir. I was working, I was on private property, I was working for that guy.
Okay, but you just work for people privately, you don't have a regular
Yes,
job?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you.
I was at that, we just got back, I went on vacation with my mother, and we had people watching our house, and they took my truck, they drove that truck, and we had them on camera, and,
What sort, sir, you're being recorded. It's probably better if you save that to talk to me about it when we're not on camera.
Okay.
What sort of a time frame is this? I caught there was no video, I didn't catch if there was a test.
There was a alleged refusal, but there's possession charges.
Okay, so we need to come back fairly soon. What's the state looking at for a bond?
Well, the state would be interested in seeing if Mr. Christian would be interested in going to treatment.
Are you willing to be evaluated for treatment and to follow up as recommended, sir?
Sure, yes, sir.
Do you have a medical card of some kind or a pay source?
I used to, I don't know if it's still valid, I have to check this.
What state do you reside in, sir?
Right here,
Okay, is there someone who would be interested in talking to him?
You still live in Willowwood? You live in Willowwood, sir? That's the address?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Do you want to go to a faith-based program or a secular program?
I wouldn't go to a faith-based, I'd go to
Okay. I'll refer you to RRS. All the drugs they have are prescription type drugs, but two problems. One, it's alleged that he's got a prior conviction for some sort of drug related issue, and I take it the state's going to say you didn't have prescription for these particular.
And I'm going to caution you not to say anything at this time, sir, but if we're able to get you out of jail, what I'd like you to do is contact me and we'll discuss this further.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm going to have someone call down, talk to you about getting some treatment scheduled for you. So you have felonies, and what that means is a felony, if you're convicted of it, you can go to prison.
Yes, sir.
And you can't have the trial of the felony in this court. You would have to go to the common police court for the trial. But what the state is willing to do, you're saying, they haven't explicitly said that, but I know because this is the way we do things. If you'll go to treatment and are successful, they're not going to take you to the grand jury. They're not going to indict you. They're not going to take you to the common police court. You're not going to have a risk of going to prison. But you have to do your part. You have to do the treatment. It'll just stay here. You'll go to treatment under my supervision. If you're successful, you can get these felonies dismissed down the road if you show you're in recovery.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got to do your part. You got to go to treatment and get good reports.
So we're going to have this recalled, Your Honor.
Yeah, we'll have it recalled, and after you do the assessment, we'll decide what the bond is and how this is going to work.
Got to take the court's file in the meantime and make a copy for myself.
Yes.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Lisa McDowell, case number DRC 2611 27 and CRB 2536. Excuse me, that's DRC 2611 72.
All right, this is Mr. Stratton's case, and he's appearing by teleconference, and Ms. McDowell's at the jail. Mr. Stratton.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Your Honor. I spoke with her at the jail, and I believe, well, I know we have an ODI. Do we have some minor traffic violations too?
The only thing I'm seeing current is the ODI, and she had an old case from 20 that was still pending. Well, no, she actually had pled to it. It was a theft.
Yeah.
She'd already pled, it was a Walmart theft, and she had pled to it. She just didn't come to a review hearing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think there was anything else with that OVI. At this time, she's going to plead guilty to that OVI, waive statement of facts, stipulation of guilt, and I asked that she be given a minimum sentence on that, and credit for the time she served in jail.
And she's been in jail since the 6th, it looks like. Is that right? So she's got a week.
I think she was arrested the day before we had court last time. Last time it was in court, I think that was the 6th.
Yeah, I think it was the morning of the 6th, actually. Early morning of the 6th.
It was. Okay.
What's the state's position on it?
Your Honor, we're in agreement with that. It's a first offense. And if she's been in jail since July the 6th, I don't know if she was in the jail for any other reason. But,
She had a warrant out of this court on a Walmart shoplifting that she hadn't come to the review hearings. That's, other than, she could have been held on the OVI of its own, but a lot of times they let people out on a bond, OR bond then, but they didn't because of this warrant, I'm assuming.
well, we're in favor of her not doing any more jail time now on the OVI, and the minimum sanctions on the rest of the suspension, fine, and community service.
Okay. Ms. McDowell, do you agree, first of all, do you agree with what your attorney has represented to the court?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to make a statement. Do you have anything you want to say to the court before I sentence you?
No, sir.
Are you still living at Cedarville Drive in Ashland?
I am.
Okay. All right, on your OVI offense, since you spent 7 days in jail and you went ahead and accepted responsibility, I'm going to give you the minimum fine, which is now bad enough. They just raised it. $565 is the minimum. So I'll impose that. Or you pay the court costs. You get a year's license suspension, and that started today. Starts today. 1 year license suspension. Okay. If you get the officer said that you didn't have any proof of insurance. Do you think you have insurance?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's...
There's no tax figure. Tax ain't no figure. I know there's insurance. He never asked me for it either.
Well, he's not here. So but here's the way it works. He checked the box on your citation saying there was no proof of financial responsibility. So I can give you a permit if you bring in proof of insurance. But you're going to have to bring it in before I can give you a permit to drive during the time of your suspension. Okay? So I'll give you a permit.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll give you a permit to drive for work purposes, to come to community service, to come to other court hearings. Is there other emergent type driving you need to do? Do you have kids?
I do. I have 2 teenagers that work. That my daughter's 15, so she doesn't have a license. My son's got his permit, but he hasn't had his license yet either.
Okay, I'll include childcare. So what's going to happen is if you, during this time you're suspended, if you're out driving, you're going to have this permit from me that says you can drive for these reasons. You get pulled over, you're going to have a lot of explaining to do. So the best thing to do is don't get pulled over. Obey all the traffic laws. Use your turn signal. Don't speed. Don't give the officer probable cause so you don't have to explain. But you can only drive for those reasons. Okay? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And it'll be honored in Kentucky. You got proof of insurance?
Yes. Right there.
Okay, so...
Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, JT.
Yes, Mother.
Okay, it is from the policy period of April 23rd of this year to August 17th. So you did have proof of insurance. the clerk will show that, so you can get your permit. You'll still need to come into the probation office to get a permit. You have to have a physical permit to drive.
Okay.
So once you get out of jail, come up to the court, meet with your probation officer and get your permit if you want such. You have a review hearing on January the 19th. So that's a hearing where you have to show that you finished everything or show up. If you don't show up, you get a warrant for not showing up if you haven't finished everything. If you finished everything, you don't have to come because it's just a hearing to make sure you do what you're supposed to do. I'll sentence you to 20 days in jail. I'll give you credit for 7 you've already served and suspend the balance, which is 13.
Thank you.
You do have to do community service. I'm giving you 5 days of community service, 2 years of probation. You also have to go to the driver intervention program, it's called. So that's, well, if the state then, if there's no objection, Mr. Heald, I'll suspend the school. Since she did 7 days in school, jail, she doesn't have to do it.
We're not opposed to that, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm not going to make you go to the 3-day school. You either have to do 3 days in jail, or the 3-day school, you've done more than 3 days in jail. So I'll suspend that driver intervention program. Okay, and I'll set your other case. You still have, you had some fines and court costs on your old case that you still had to take care of from 2020. So I'll set it for January the 19th also.
Thank you.
For review. So what's going to happen, if you take care of everything and it'll be fine. If you blow it off, you get a warrant. And then you just, here's the thing, don't come to Ohio because it's a misdemeanor warrant. We're not going to come to Kentucky to get you. But you got to stay out of the state because we will get you anywhere, even if you go to Cleveland. The warrant here is good in Cleveland, but it's not good in Ashland. So I get this all the time. People cross over the bridge and they're surprised. It's 5 years later and they get nabbed on a warrant.
Thanks.
Because they didn't take care of stuff. All right, so you're going to get out of jail here shortly. Come to the court and get your, because your license suspension will be in effect in Kentucky. Kentucky's going to honor it. Ohio's going to notify Kentucky, so you're going to have a license suspension for a year in Kentucky. So if you want to drive, you got to get that permit. Next to it. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Robert.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Claudette Gibson, Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 26410, and Johnny Ray Johnson is on deck.
Okay. All right, this is set for extradition to Michigan. Ms. Gibson signed a waiver. Michigan should have been notified. Do we have any information from Michigan as to their position?
The jail did tell me that Michigan definitely wasn't notified on the deck. They put that over.
Okay, but do we have any contact from Michigan? This is the Circuit Court of Macomb County. Issued the bench warrant.
Does it indicate what the offense is, Your Honor?
Looks like it was a bond violation. I have a bench warrant. It says the Claudette Gibson furnished bond for appearance in circuit court. Did not appear for a scheduled pretrial conference. It does not say what the offense is.
She's been in jail for how long?
Well, I think she went in on the 6th, it looks like.
Thursday.
Second, she went on the 2nd. at least there was an entry on the second, because she thought she could respond herself, and I gave her some time to do that. She was not able to. So then I started the clock on Michigan to kind of pick her up. Can we have someone from the prosecutor's office try to get a hold of the court in Michigan to see what their position is on this?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll need the court's file.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to have someone call Michigan, see why they haven't picked you up yet, and I'll have you back out after I get that information.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Johnny Ray Johnson, case number CRD 26428, CRD 26427, A and B.
So we've got a new charge, it looks like. So are you Johnny Ray Johnson?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Johnson, I'm Judge Capper. This is what's called an arraignment hearing for you. Are you representing?
I represent him on, well, I represented Johnny Ray Johnson on a matter that's set for the 20th. It's the same individual. I assume it's the same individual.
It looks like there's new charges filed.
Okay.
And this is the arraignment.
Since I'm already pointing on the others, I would assume you're going to be.
I'll point you, these are pretty serious charges: burglary, F2,
Okay.
and 2 counts of an F2 burglary and a criminal trespass. Those are the charges. Do you wish me to read those into the record?
No, we'll waive the reading, Your Honor. What's the state looking at on bond on this?
$20,000 cash surety bond.
Is that a bond you believe you could make, sir? Do you think you could make $20,000 cash surety?
No, sir, I can't make no bond. I was supposed to do in-house treatment and I never got
No,
called.
sir. We're being recorded. It's better that you just answer the question we're asking.
Okay. No, I can't, sir.
Okay. This is alleged to have happened just 2 days ago, so it hadn't happened since the prior case.
Your Honor,
Examination.
it sounds like you can't make the bond. I'm going to be here this Friday and the coming Monday, so I don't know if the court, the court's document, my docket's a little worse on Monday than Friday, and I don't know if that's the case with the whole docket. You know,
Let's look and see.
it was previously set for the 20th.
They're about the same. State, when can the state be ready?
Well, let's see. This happened on the 11th. I'm assuming that's when he was taken into custody. I'm just going to guess. So
Have you been in custody since the 11th, sir?
No, I'm the one that called the police looking for help.
What day did you go into custody, sir?
July 11th, Your Honor.
I can't remember.
The 20th is within the 10-day window, Your Honor.
Yeah.
we're okay with that, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to set your hearing for July 20th. I'll set bond at what was requested. These are very serious charges, $20,000 cash or surety. The preliminary hearings and pretrial on July 20th at 10 o'clock. Mr. Steyer is appointed to represent Mr. Johnson.
And the other matters were already set that day.
They're set the same day. Okay.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Randall Jenkins,
we want
case number
protection.
CRA 26422, A and B.
Hold on a second. All right, with Mr. Johnson, if you make bond, can you put him back on? We need Mr. Johnson back on.
He's coming back, looks like.
All right, Mr. Johnson, I know you said you can't make bond, but if you do, I'm ordering you stay away from the complaining party. I don't have a name in the complaint. Who is it?
Tyler Short, Aaron Reynolds, Mike and Carolyn Hay. Those are the various people in the charges.
Okay. Did you hear that, sir?
Yeah, I was just trying to bust it out.
Sir, I'm not trying to be rude, it's really much better for you if you just respond to exactly what is being asked. Because if you say something that hurts the case, it's on recording. And it's very easy to say something that's completely innocent that hurts the case. Do you understand the names he gave you?
Yes.
Thank you. And your order to stay away from them, not to go around them or contact them.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm going to need those names again.
Michael Hay was one of them. That's a name from the past here in the court. Haven't heard anything about him for a while. Okay, that's all, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Randall Jenkins, case number CRA 26422 A and B, CRC 261063. Mr. Steyer's case.
This is Mr. Steyer's case, Randall Jenkins.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we have an OVI that is pending, as well as some felony charges that arose out of the same alleged incident. The state agreed to have him go into inpatient treatment with an ankle monitor on Friday. He's obviously not been fitted with one yet, so we need to set this for an upcoming day. And then,
are there any available, do you know?
I'm not sure it has been passed down, but they know. I spoke to Dusty this morning. She is working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think it's going to happen?
Yeah, I think it's going to happen today.
All right, Mr. Jenkins, I'm going to let you go to RRS with a GPS monitor, and you understand what happens if you cut it off?
Yes, sir.
What happens?
To prison.
You go to prison for at least 3 years. So you cannot do that. You got to stay and do the treatment. So we need to set a follow-up hearing.
I'll be here the 3rd and 7th of August or so, wanting to go about that distance defense.
Yeah, let's see. Let's do the 7th. Okay, so the best outcome is you keep the case here, you never go to the grand jury and get indicted, you don't have a risk of going to prison. To do that, you gotta do what they tell you to do in treatment, unless it's illegal, immoral, or unethical, and do it as they tell you to do it, how they tell you to do it, and don't cause problems with the other patients. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll be expecting a good report when you come back on August 7th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we have some recalls, but we're not ready for those yet.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Tara Dunn, here at the court, case number TRD 191372, A and B. Failure to appear.
All right, Ms. Dunn is here. She had a review hearing some time ago. She, I understand, wants to get the warrant lifted and came in today. Yeah, you stand over here behind the table. So I state that correctly? You want to get the warrant withdrawn? Right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So I understand you're going to Canada. They check for those sort of things now when you go to Canada.
Yes, they did.
So they're not the 51st state yet. When they become the 51st state, they may not check those things. But
Yeah.
as of now, they may still check them. So since you've appeared on your own, I'm going to withdraw a warrant. Can you pay anything on your back fines and costs that you owe?
Yes, sir.
How much can you pay?
Is it, how much do I owe? 400?
I'm showing $405 still left.
Okay. Yes, I can pay that.
You're going to pay the whole thing?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing, because most people don't. Most people say, I got 20 bucks. or
I don't
got
want to
50
come back
bucks."
here, sir.
Well, you're still going to have to come back.
Yes, I understand.
Because you
that,
got 5 days of community service to do. You can't get it
Yes.
done today. You're going to have to do that in the future. So if it's going to stress you out, you don't have to pay it all off today. We'll take a
Okay.
payment. Okay?
but- Yeah, I'll pay all of that today.
All right. See the clerk to make your payment. And then the way this will work, I'm gonna give you another date, and you'll come back, you'll keep coming back until you get everything done.
Yes, sir.
If you don't show up, you get a warrant. So we have almost 50% of the people in the tri-state have a warrant from this court because they got stuff they haven't done yet. So it seems to me, but that's an exaggeration. A lot of people blow off what they're supposed to do and they wind up going to jail.
I came in the beginning and I've missed a date and it freaked me out. And so I thought I'm going to get in so much trouble. And so then I just kind of got too busy and put it in the back of my head as being unresponsible, taking care of it, so.
Well, you're lucky that you didn't come over here and get stopped for a speeding ticket or something because you would have went to jail then. But here, this kind of applies to life in general. Problems are better faced head-on rather than ignore them. They tend to fester and get worse if you let them lay there and not deal with them. So I'm glad you came in and dealt with this today. So I'm withdrawing the warrant, so you won't have a warrant now. And I'm going to set you up to August 24th. Is that a good date for you to come back?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you get your 5 days of community, if you pay off your fines and costs today, and get your community service done by then, you don't even have to come back because this is a hearing to make sure you do what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
You get it done, then you don't need to come back anymore. And you can do community service any day but Sunday here at the court at 7:30 a.m.
So I just come here at 7:30
Come here at
a.m.?
7:30 on
Okay.
the west side of the building, and they'll set you up with something to do.
Okay. I'll have
It's usually
it.
done from 7:30 to maybe 2:30.
Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Any questions?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, go see the clerk.
State of Ohio versus Justin Higgins, here at the court, case number TRD 21-3-3577, A to B, CRA 21-911, TRC 25-2689, A, B, and C, and CRA 25-667.
All right, we got a report dated today for Mr. Higgins. Okay, good report. I detect maybe under the surface that there was a little issue that was redirected or corrected, but sounds like everything's good now. Is that correct? And it's recommended that you continue on. And I guess you need another lawyer because your lawyer's retired. So let's get Mr. Steyer. There he is here. This is Justin Higgins. He's got pending. He's got pending OBI, pending possession and old possession that we let him go to treatment for. At some point, we're going to have to deal with all that. But he's in treatment now and getting good marks. So at some point, we're going to have to sentence at least on, I don't know if this OBI ever got sentenced. I don't think it ever did.
Make sure you read my handwriting.
A month out.
Does Monday or Friday matter? Okay. A month out, Your Honor, is around the 14th of August?
Yes.
I'm here that day.
August 14th.
And what was this individual's name again, Your Honor?
Justin Higgins. He does have a bond up, I believe. All right, keep it up, Mr. Higgins.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See you in a month.
I'm letting you know. Real quick.
State of Ohio versus Shaylin Burge, case number CRA 25408.
Okay, this was the other one that Megan had approached me about on the QRT.
Yes.
This is Mr. Steyer's case.
Yes, Your Honor.
UFR and doing well. Megan asked that the case be acknowledged to the QRT team.
And we have no objection to that, Your Honor.
Yeah, I assume the state doesn't either. So it'll be acknowledged to QRT. So your only answer to them
All right.
now.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Chester Burton Jr., case number CRA 25798, CRB 25799. Mr. Burton.
Just look at this one.
Okay, we're really just getting started with this.
Your Honor, the state had also said they were looking for a guilty plea on the theft case, which was marked as CRA 25798, but I think it's probably more properly CRB 25798 because it's an M1 theft
Yes.
from Walmart.
799,
798, yeah. Well, I have 798. Do you have 789?
799 is the theft, 798 is a felony, I believe.
Okay, I see what's happened. Those numbers are transposed on the complaints, but I think you're correct based on the CRB versus CRA. The F5, the copy of the F5 I have says 799, it says CRB 799 and so I'm not sure which is the correct type, correct?
The one that's filed says 798 on the felony and 799 on the misdemeanor.
Okay, I must have gotten a draft.
Okay.
Well, at any rate, we're willing to enter a guilty plea on the Walmart shoplifting. State has offered, and we're going to join in a recommendation of 10 days in jail suspended to 30 hours community service, a $100 fine, 2 years probation at a level to be determined by the court, and an order to stay out of Walmart. And then we'll continue on watching the felony.
All right, does they agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Burton, anything you wish to say about it?
No, sir, thank
Do you
you.
agree with your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to accept your guilty plea on the theft and give you a very minor penalty on that. The main thing is you have a felony pending, which is the drug charge, but you can get that dismissed, but it's going to be down the road after you finish your treatments.
Yes, sir, I
You're going to
understand.
have to keep working on that, you understand?
Yes, sir, I need it.
Okay. How's it going so far?
It's great.
Good.
I appreciate it.
All right, so maybe at the next hearing, because I think you have a monitor now, right?
Yes, sir.
I may consider taking it off of. Once I'm convinced you're committed, because this is really for you.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I want to see you do it.
Yeah, I
It doesn't
need-
affect my life directly. It affects your life and your family and everybody that cares about you.
Yes, sir, I understand. Like I said, I need
You
it.
got to make it your project,
Yes, sir.
so. Okay, so on the theft, I'll impose a $100 fine and court costs, 10 days in jail suspended. orders you do 30 hours community service, stay out of Walmart, and 2 years of level 5 probation. Set your next hearing August 14th.
That'd be fine, Your Honor.
First review, and it'll be checking on you on your treatment.
Yes, sir.
Is that at 9 a.m.? 9 a.m.
We'll call it with the preliminary hearing, so basically it'll be 10.
Okay.
So it'll be a preliminary hearing and review. 10 a.m. on August 14th. Okay, good start, keep it up.
All right, thank you again, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Claudette Gibson at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 26410. Home care, the county said we did not get a fax to pick her up, we need to pick her up on the 17th.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to give them, let's see, the 17th is Friday. All right, so I'm going to set it for the 20th. If they haven't picked you up by the 20th, I'm going to let you out of jail, but that doesn't mean their warrant's going to go away.
Correct.
So I'm setting your next hearing for July 20th as a pretrial, and hopefully you'll be gone by then. They say they'll pick you up by the 17th.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus David Christian on a recall at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 26429, A, B, and C. Mr. Steyer's case.
All right, David Christian. We need Mr. Steyer in the courtroom.
Mr. Steyer.
David Christian.
Oh, no, they didn't hear the case being called?
Yeah, it's David Christian.
Christian, okay.
He was being assessed by RRS.
And RRS is able to take him, Your Honor. So, we need to just get a date back. And since he's gonna be out, there's no reason not to waive time constraints. Go a little bit further if the court prefers.
7th of August.
I'm available.
All right, so August the 7th will be the next hearing, so it's almost a month, not quite. Pre-trial and preliminary hearing. So, Mr. Christian, I'm going to release you to go to treatment, and I'm assuming it's going to...
Inpatient.
It's going to be inpatient? Do you understand it's going to be inpatient?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you leave, I'll issue a warrant for you, and since you have a felony, that warrant's going to be good anywhere in the United States. So there's no place you really can go and get away from the warrant. You understand that?
Oh, yes, sir.
So the best thing to do is stay there, get treated, get in recovery, and come to court, and ultimately you can get these felonies dismissed. Now, typically the state will not dismiss the driving charges. They're going to want either to litigate that or a plea. It's usually what happens. Is that a fair statement, Mr. Healy?
Yes, Your Honor.
So at this point, I'm going to give you a $2,000 signature bond, which means I'm letting you out of your promise that you're going to come to court when ordered to, and you don't have to post the money. If you fail to appear, not only do you get a warrant, but you'll be ordered to pay the $2,000 then.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Just don't leave, do the treatment you're supposed to, and everything will work out good. So
We will be up there today picking up.
you're going to be picked up today to start treatment. So you ordered released to RRS on a 2,000 OR bond.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Baker at the Lawrence County Jail on recall, case number CRA 26205.
He's being evaluated by TPC.
I'll be going to jail after.
Sorry.
this is also Mr. Steyer standing in for Mr. Smith.
So
Now, on him, question, I would assume we probably need an ankle monitor because he failed to appear previously.
I believe that's what was discussed earlier, Your Honor. I don't,
So last you failed to appear on May 1st for a preliminary hearing. All right, so Mr. Baker, if I release you, I'm going to release you with a OR bond and an ankle monitor. So there's really no getting away from an ankle monitor because they can see exactly where you are, but you can cut it off with some difficulty. But if you do cut it off, you're going to go to prison for cutting it off. And that's the way it works. You understand that?
Absolutely, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're at least going to tell me you're not going to cut it off?
No, sir.
Okay. GPS to, got all these initials, to TPC, GPS to TPC, and August 7th?
Your Honor, this is Mr. Smith's case. I'll say that we did set another case of his for August 14th, so we might want to just stick with the same date for both of them. That way, if he has an issue, he can deal with both.
All right, August 14th will be your next hearing. That's in a month. I'll see you. Will there
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Do what they tell you to do, how they tell you to do it, when they tell you to do it.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, finish up with the jail.
State of Ohio versus Timmy Grimmett, case number CRA 26278 A and B. Timmy Grimmett. Mr. Stiles.
Yeah, I believe Mr. Grimmett is on the screen. He is in Logan County at OVP's location there.
Okay. Is representing Mr. Grimmett. This is a felony. Is there someone there at the facility that can give me a report on Mr. Grimmett?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's have someone from the facility identify themselves and give me because I don't have a written report. Davin, West Virginia, Dayton, West Virginia?
It's near Logan.
Hello, ma'am. Can you identify yourself, please?
What was that, sorry?
Can you give me your name and position at OVP, please?
I'm Kara Stoller, I'm a master's level counselor.
And are you familiar with Timmy Grimmett and his counseling?
Yes, I am.
Can you give me a brief report as to what and how he's doing?
I've been working with him over the past month or so. He shows up on time. He really talks through some of the stressors he's going through. He's been receptive to interventions and he's overall participated in therapy.
Okay, thank you for that. Mr. Hill, do you have any questions?
I don't, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Grimmett's back, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Grimmett, so we'll go ahead and I'd like to get written reports from OVP. They did give me a written report last month. Let's go ahead and set it out so we can maybe do a little more than a month this time.
Does Monday or Friday matter to you, sir?
No, it won't.
Okay, so looking maybe 6 weeks, we got the 31st.
August 31st will be your next hearing, sir. That is a Monday. August 31st, 10 o'clock.
And I would ask if he can continue to appear by video so long as we have good reports.
Yes, as long as you're compliant, you can appear by teleconference.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Chad Arbs, here at the court, case number CRA 26399.
On the docket is a preliminary hearing, and my notes were that you were going to hire an attorney. Have you done that, sir?
I did not. After you told me to get treatment, I decided to,
Just to do that?
just to do what you asked me
You
to
got
do.
some proof of that with you?
Yes.
And show it to the prosecutor, please.
Friday, and I can bring the paperwork from the assessment. He said he'd have it this week. I can bring it next week if you like.
Your Honor, he's got a paper here from Marshall Family Medicine. ProAct, and he was in their office on July the 10th, and they're making you a report, or they're scheduling you.
Yeah, I already did it, everything. They're printing it out, and I can bring it to you next week or the end of this week.
So he's at least got it started.
Okay. Is this a case the state's going to keep here, or are you going to send it to the grand jury anyway?
Well, we're the most interested in the possession case and him getting some effective treatment to get him out of the situation. The gun charge, we will probably be able to resolve here if he does well in treatment. So we're willing to hold on to it.
All right, so we can keep it here. Continue with your treatment at ProAct and bring me back a report. Let's have that one placed on the file. Can we have, you need a copy of that, sir, or is that?
This is my copy.
Okay, well, I need a copy of that for the report. Bail will come and get it. So, are you working, sir?
Been between jobs and interviewing the medical device. Either or.
Let's set it for August the 10th as your next hearing. August 10th, 10 o'clock. Stick around, we'll get you the document back. We'll have a copy made and give it back to you.
And we'll need him to sign this continuance entry also.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Alex Glover, case number TRD 2333A, TRD 25483. Set for sentence.
All right, Mr. Glover has a bond up, so that's why it's on the sentencing docket. You're just trying to take care of things. You still have some community service to do.
Yes.
And I think there's one case. Is there a sentencing order on 23033? Yes, there is. Looks like it's in traffic court. 23033. Yeah. And he made a payment on that, so. And there was a payment made July 1st. Okay, you still have 3 days community service to do, do you understand that?
I do not.
That was in the 25,483.
Should only be 2, Your Honor. I think I was given 3 and 1 has been done.
I'm showing 18 hours community service. Do you think you've done one day?
Yes, he has done. I know he's been here one day for sure.
Okay, well, it hadn't been updated yet. So. All right, get it done. We'll set the next hearing. The 21st, August 21st.
What time?
10 o'clock. Session.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Dixie Griffith, case number CRD 2388. Dixie Griffith. Also set for sentencing, Your Honor.
Dixie Griffith was set for sentencing.
Your Honor, if I may, Ms. Griffith was ordered on June 15th to do some community service before the day, and she is not.
Okay.
And I do believe she has a bond up.
Yeah, I think she does, that's why she's on the sentencing document, so let's look.
That's for the problem. We need to make sure he's gonna actually do it. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Thank you. He's supposed to. Absolutely. Max, he may change the mind.
All right, so Dixie Griffith has failed to appear. Issue a warrant. And I've notified Mr. Sowers, and I'll set a bond forfeiture hearing for August 3rd.
It's a minute, so. He's coming anyway the next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Travis Gentry, case number CRB 26167, A and B.
This is Mr. Steyer's case, and it's on the docket for trial.
Your Honor, we are not going to be taking a trial, having a trial today. Discussions with the state have resulted in an offer to dismiss the theft charge in exchange for a plea of guilty to the criminal trespassing. We are willing to do that, and if I can have just a second, my files are all out of order. I'm having trouble finding Mr. Gentry. There it is. In exchange for a plea of guilty to that charge, the state is offered, and we are joining in a recommendation of 10 days in jail suspended, 30 hours community service, a $100 fine, 2 years of probation at the level the court deems appropriate, and in order to stay out of the Family Dollar store in Solid Road, South Point.
Is that correct, Mr. Gentry?
You got to answer out loud.
Still thinking.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
That's what you want to do?
Just get it over with.
Okay, well, if you enter a guilty plea, you're admitting the charge is true. You understand that?
Oh, well, we can.
And I would remind you of the conversation we had in my office last week where we discussed the fact that he's only pleading to the criminal trespass and not to the theft.
You understand that?
Okay. So how long would a trial take?
I don't know, it depends on how many witnesses there are. I'm here for the trial, I was on the docket for a trial.
And we have some witnesses, and I'd like to make a final offer to Mr. Gentry, and also a recommendation about what we would want if we have a trial and he's found guilty. Because we think we can prove both of the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. So we're okay with what Mr. Steyer represented to the court if he pleads guilty. Most importantly, for him to stay out of that store because he just made a nuisance of himself. But if he's found guilty on either of the charges or both of them, we're going to ask for the imposition of 10 days in jail. So that's what is probably at stake here, 60 days with 50 days suspended.
You want some time to talk before, or?
Please.
Please have a moment, Your
Go
Honor.
talk with your lawyer, then we'll call it back up.